Welcome to this chair yoga class. Please find a sturdy chair and we'll get started. So we'll start in seated mountain pose with the ears over the shoulders, over the hips, the legs parallel, knees over ankles, feet like railroad tracks, palms up in your lap, eyes closed or looking downcast. And we start with our posture because a good posture engages the muscles evenly and the bones stack so that the bones are doing most of the work to hold us up. If we're out of alignment, then our muscles have to hold us up and they work harder. So finding that perfect posture will help create more relaxation in your body. And today's focus, particularly neck and shoulders. Checking in with yourself and noticing your posture. A deep breath and let the shoulders relax. Maybe come towards each other a little bit, the shoulder blades down your back and in. The chest a little broader. Maybe tuck your rib cage a little bit and draw your belly in. And then feel the breath moving in and out of your belly. Coming into nice belly breaths. Another way to bring relaxation into the body. Breathing into the belly so that we're bringing breath all the way down and pushing all of it out. We're going to move the hands with the breath. So you imagine you're filling yourself up. The hands are going to rise and then the hands will come down following the breath, leaving the body. Belly softens, breath rises. Breath leaves the body, squeeze the belly, all the air out. Moving slowly and mindfully at your own pace. And let the practice go. Notice how you feel. And as tall as you can, the shoulders down. Let the chin get heavy and the back of the neck lengthen. Breathing into the stretch in the back of the neck and then let the chin lighten up. We're not crunching the back of the neck, we're arcing the neck nice and long. Think of a swan. Deep breaths as we open the front of the throat. And then bring the chin back down and in. And stretching up. And down. One more time. Bring the head to level, shoulders down. Moving smoothly, look over the shoulder. Let your eyes find something behind you, and then blink your eyes to come back. The eyes are part of the pose, helping us rotate, looking as far around as we can, and then coming back to center. Last one. And back to center. Take a breath, soften the shoulders, lengthen the neck, chin in slightly, and then let the ear reach towards your shoulder. Inhale up and let the other ear reach towards your other shoulder. Come on back up. Let's do the first side again. Notice which way your head is pointing. That's the arm that you're going to use. We'll bring that arm up and over, touch the ear. Excuse me. We'll touch the ear. We're not pulling. We're letting the weight of the hand just give us a gentle encouragement to stretch a little more. Breathing into that stretch. Inhale back up. And ear to shoulder. And we'll bring the other hand up and over. Allow the weight of the hand to encourage the neck to stretch. No pulling. Inhale back to center. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. Tilt the head back. We'll open and close the jaw. We'll move the jaw from side to side. Back to center, lift the head, relax the shoulders down. Take a breath and find your alignment in your chair, ears over shoulders, over hips. And we'll begin to make a little infinity symbol with our nose. And let's go the other way. Here's some snap, crackle, pop in your shoulders, some creakiness. A sign that there's not a lot of fluid, and we're bringing fluid into our joints by moving them. You might want to finish up class by drinking some water. Also, healthy fats will help lubricate the joints. Avocado, olive oil. And let's circle back the other way, bring the shoulders back, up, forward, and down. And rest. We're going to read the newspaper, bringing the elbows up like goddess pose, and bring the elbows together, squeezing, and then squeezing the shoulder blades together and back. So opening the upper chest. Scoot forward on our chairs. Gonna wake up our spine. This is called the wave. And inhale tall, reach forward with the chest. And then let the head go. And round yourself back up, stacking one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, stretch up. Exhale forward, leading with the chest, and then the head comes down. And then curling in. One vertebra stacks on top of the other, coming up nice and tall, and then arcing back, stretching up, reaching forward, and then letting the head go, rounding over, curling back in, coming up nice and tall like a tree. And then arcing up and reaching forward. Oh, doesn't that feel wonderful? Rounding in. Pressing the shoulders back, the heart forward, the chin up, reach forward. Surrender the weight of your head, tuck your chin. Stack one vertebra on top of the other, coming straight up. One more, shoulders back, heart lifts. Reaching forward. And round. And take that in. Bring the arms back out into goddess pose. We're going to bring one elbow in and the other elbow up. And then goddess, and then one elbow squeeze against your side, the other elbow up. And come back to goddess and squeeze and spread your fingers. If your arms are tired, you can do this with your hands in your lap. And circle the wrists. Circle the other way. And now stir two big pots. Circling from the elbows. And circle the other way. And rest. Feel the energy in your shoulders, arms, and hands. There's more elbows to wrists really in that section, but we'll move back to the shoulders in a second here. Interlace the hands and press the heel of the hands away. Then depending on what your shoulders will allow, we'll bring the arms up overhead. Stretch up tall, float the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Bring the hands back together, interlace them, maybe the other thumb on top. Press the heel of your hands away. Wriggle those shoulder blades down and stretch up tall. Inhale the arms as high as works for your shoulders, squeezing the elbows towards each other. Stretch up, and then float the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Bring the hands together, maybe other thumb on top. Press out. Try not to let those shoulders creep up, slide them down. Inhale as high as works for your shoulders. Take a breath and stretch over to one side. Inhale back to center, stretch over the other way. Inhale back to center, float the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Come back, other thumb on top, if you can. Press out, shoulders down, nice tall spine. Inhale up. Stretch to one side. Back to center, stretch the other way. Back to center, float the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, heart forward, chest up. Take a breath. Interlace the hands. Press the heels away. Inhale up. Stretch to one side. Back to center, stretch the other way. Back to center, spinal twist and open. Inhale up, spinal twist and open the other way. Inhale back to center, float the arms behind you, squeeze, lift the heart. Come back to center, last one, or the thumb on top if you can, reach out. Feels really weird, doesn't it? It's even hard to do this with the non-dominant hand. And stretch to one side. And up and stretch the other way. And up and spinal twist and open. Inhale up and spinal twist. Inhale up, arms behind you, squeeze, lift. And back to center, take it in. Let's walk our legs out, give our legs a little bit of loving attention. And we're going to pick up the heels and bring them down. Bring the heels and down. So we're scattering neck and shoulder exercises throughout the class so that we're giving ourselves a rest in between and bringing our attention to other parts of the body. And now we're going to lift the toes and down. And not just the toes, but the ball of the foot. If you can. And then let's come up onto our toes and you circle both at the same time. You can do them in the same direction if that's easier. Circling your ankles, or if that's too hard, just do one foot at a time. Opening up those ankles. And we'll circle back the other way. I like to be in the same direction because I've also got some little hip action happening. But stop for a minute and just feel that. Feel the energy working up your legs. And we'll hold on to the chair and we will do some hip action. There's the little windshield wiper, those knees, opening up the hips in a different way. Going to do an exercise called swimming through clouds. So the hands never touch. We're going to inhale. Arms are crossing. Again, only going as high as the shoulders will allow. If we're floating through clouds. Bringing the opposite arm in front. Hands don't touch. We just float through the clouds. Like to bring a little spinal movement into this, you can add a lift and a rocking back on your sitting bones, a lifting up through the chest, and a rocking back on your sitting bones. Switching which hand comes in front, rocking back, rounding the chest down. Inhaling, stretching the chest up. Here we are working our shoulders again as well. Neck and shoulders happening. Adding that little rocking, if that makes it more fun for you, more valuable for you. That's too challenging just doing the arms. Swimming through clouds. One more. And come down and take them. Toe heel back to center, coming back on your chair. Let's do some kicks. You can make those kicks more interesting by pointing the foot as we come up and flexing it as we go down. Pointing, come up, flex, go down. So we might make this an all chair class today, just to be different. Just to switch things up a little bit.
Joanna,
Yeah,
how should we be breathing during this exercise?
I'm inhaling up and exhaling down. See what works for you. And let's rest and feel the difference in the two legs. So we're lifting the leg and starting that way. And then making it a little more challenging if you like. We're pointing as we come up and flexing as we go down. And what I'm finding my breath wants to do is to inhale as I come up and exhale as I come down. But because we're not really moving the torso, there's not a, like if we were crunching the torso, it would be obvious perhaps which way the breath would go. So see what your body wants to do today. Feel into your body. I just changed it now just to check it out. Nope, I'm liking inhaling up and exhaling down. Oh, now I'm doing exhaling up and inhaling down. So either one works. See which one your body likes, or try one and then the other. Last one. And notice how the body feels. I'm going to scoot out nice and wide again. We'll do some side angle poses. So stretching up tall, we're going to come down onto the elbow. Bring your other hand to your hip. Roll your shoulder back and look up if that works for your neck. Lengthen your spine. Try not to crunch the side of your body too much. Have the intention of being long on both sides of your body so you're not collapsed. Inhale back up. Let's do the whole thing on one side so that we can compare sides. So let's come down onto the elbow again. You can stay here with your hand on your hip, roll that shoulder back, look up, or reaching that arm up towards the sky, or even more rotating from the shoulder and bringing that arm alongside your ear. And let's inhale back up and press down. Probably already feel a difference in the two sides of the body. You can stay with either of those variations, or next variation, we're gonna inhale both arms up. Draw the belly in, press into your feet, creating a stable base, and then you're gonna tip to the side, reaching. Again, both sides of your body reaching long. Again, if that doesn't feel safe, please keep your hand on your leg. Spin your body towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades sliding down your back. Inhale back to center. And down. Wow. Let's do the other side. So we're going to come down onto the elbow. Bring the hand to the hip, pressing down to help you lengthen your side body. Spin and look up. Inhale back to center. Second set, you can bring that arm alongside your ear if you like. And tip over. I did it a little differently from how we got into it on the other side, I know. And rotate and look up. Or you can stay with your hand on your hip. Inhale back to center, press down. Stay with hand on hip, one arm by your ear, or inhale both arms up. Wriggle those shoulder blades down, stretch up tall, and we'll tip over to one side. Rounding through the feet to create a nice stable base. Inhale back up, float the arms down. Let's do a spinal twist from here. Let's bring one hand across, the other hand holding onto the chair, and twist. Inhale back to center. Bring the other arm across. And twist. And back to center. And we're going to take one hand inside the leg and we're going to slide down. And you can have your hand on your hip, or you can reach up. Bring that hand down, bring the other hand to the other side of your leg, and stretch over. Don't let this leg flop in. Keep that leg active. Inhale back up. And spinal twist. Maybe both hands can hold onto the chair, or one hand on your leg. And back to center. Inhale tall. Slide this hand down the inside of your leg, pressing leg and arm towards each other. Stay here or bring this arm up. Spin towards the ceiling. And bring that arm down. Bring your other arm to the outside of your leg and roll over the leg. And maybe your post looks like that. Or maybe you can come all the way over. Keep that leg active. Don't let it flop in. Deep breaths wherever you find yourself. And inhale up. And twist, either holding onto the leg or both hands on the chair. And back to center, toe, heel back, and scoot back on your chair. Let's bring the hands together in prayer position. And we're going to do a spinal twist here. And back to center and spinal twist the other way. And back to center. This time we're going to press the hands in one direction and neck and shoulders the other way. Again, stay with the earlier variation if this is too challenging. And back to center and rest. Scoot forward on our chair a little bit again. And we're going to do an exercise called holding the teacup. So you're going to bring your arm out like you've got a teacup. And then you're going to turn your arm in like you've got that teacup in your hand. And you don't want to spill it. Bring the hand around behind you. Woo. Bring the thing around the other way. So feel how that's moving the shoulder. Rotating the arm, bringing that teacup around without spilling the tea. And then bringing it around the other way. That hand behind you, not spill the tea. It's moving other parts of you too, your elbow, obviously your wrist a little bit. But we're focusing on shoulders today, so just noticing. And that's bringing flexibility into your shoulder joint. Last one. And rest. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades up to the ears. We're gonna bring them down in 3 ha's, like. Deep breath, inhale, squeeze, hold for a beat, exhale. Last one's gonna really let those shoulders go. Inhale, squeeze, hold. Last one, gravity's just letting those shoulders drop all the way. Last one. And let's reach those arms out and give the whole world a hug. And give yourself a hug. Big hug to the world. And opposite elbow on top, big hug to you. Big hug to the world. And big hug to you. Big hug to the world. And big hug to you. And bring your arms up overhead, palms together, and bend your elbows. Inhaling up and coming forward. And if it doesn't work for you to bring your arms up overhead, just do it this way. So either arms in front of you and elbows bend, or arms up overhead and elbows bend. Arms up and down. Stop here and bend your elbows, or bring your arms all the way up and bend your elbows. Here or here. Hug to the world. Give yourself a hug in this time. Twist. Twist. And open. Squeeze those shoulder blades, and then give yourself a big hug and a little twisty hug with the other shoulder, elbow on top. And one more circle of the shoulders. And circle back the other way. And sit back in your chair, hands on your legs, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed or looking downcast. Let your awareness be drawn into wherever there's the most sensation. And I'm certainly noticing it in my neck and shoulders. Where attention goes, energy flows, helping to integrate the benefits of the good work that you've done today. Bring your hands to the back of your neck. Give the neck a squeeze. Squeeze this muscle is on either side of your spine, not on the spine. So squeeze those muscles. And then work your way down to your upper back, squeezing the muscles on the top of your shoulders or your upper back. And come across the chest and draw the chest muscles apart. And then shake all that excess energy off your hands. Bring your hands back together. Honor yourself for coming to class today. Namaste.